Take the rook. We get mated. I'm 900 elo. I can see why not. Push P. You want to play F6? I don't think it's a good move. Nah, F6 is not working, chat. I don't think it's working though. He's just gonna give another check, and then they can take the knight. So we need to come up with something better. Bishop takes F2. Well, if we play bishop takes F2, rook takes F2. And it's hard to justify bishop takes F2. You have his queen. Not exactly, because if I take on F2, rook takes, and I take his queen, he's gonna take it back. And you sack a piece for it, so... Hola, Lobo Gamer. So it's really hard to make it work. Didn't see the bishop. Hello, how you doing, Sapix? Rook E8. Okay, rook E8 seems a little bit better.
Go Boda Bell.
Thank you, Go. Thank you for the follow. Rook E8 looks a little bit better, yeah. It looks a little bit better. And then we get mated on G7. So no, it's not rook. It's not rook E8. Bishop D4. Bishop D4 also. Today I got my second brilliant. Congratulations, well done. Bishop D4. It prevents the mate, right? So let's just not forget about this, right? Bishop D4 prevents the mate. I think it runs into bishop takes, knight takes. That's the problem with bishop D4. Or simply bishop D4, queen takes A5, knight takes, and then bishop takes. We're gonna be down a piece. Bishop f2, take a queen. Yeah, the queen is defended, chat. It's defended by the other bishop. So, bishop f2, the bishop f2 idea is simply not working. f6? F6 check. Right, they're gonna give a check. And then I guess they're gonna take the knight. And you're gonna be down a minor piece. So it's not f6, I would say. So bishop f2 should be okay for black. Not really, because after bishop takes, rook takes f2, and you sack a minor piece. Wait a minute. We're already up a minor piece. I just realized that. We're already up a minor piece. So maybe we could take on f2, rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes, and then we take the rook. And that would be 1, 2, 2 minor pieces and a rook versus a knight, a rook, and a rook. So we're gonna be up on exchange. So maybe we do play bishop f2, rook takes, and then we take the rook on a8. So what are you saying is I'm right. Yeah, after some calculations, I think it's like the best line. Yeah, we should take on f2. Like, I just realized that we're up a minor piece already. So white has 2 minor pieces and we have 3. Just because of that, like this idea of taking on f2, rook takes, and then queen takes, and then bishop takes, and then we take the rook, is giving us an exchange. And we also need to be realistic. Like, I don't think there is a very good or an effective way to stop this mating threat. So I think it's bishop f2, yeah. After some calculation, I think it's bishop f2, yeah. So we're gonna play bishop f2. If he takes bishop d4, try the queen and eat the rook. Yes, exactly. So let's play it. All right. So it was bishop f2 all along. Okay, so this one looks simple enough. I guess that we take with the queen. We play queen takes f2. Well, if king h2, we have bishop check, and that seems to be crossing. Yeah, I guess it's gonna go up. Or if he blocks with g3, no, that's not even a move. So he has to go up, and then we take the rook and bishop f1, but we win anyways. So queen f2. What if they play king h1? I take the rook. Check. King h2. And once again, bishop d6. And then you're gonna block. And they're gonna play g3, yes. And then I don't have queen f2 in that position, because he can go queen back to g2. So maybe queen g3 check. Queen g3 check. And then king h1 and queen h2 mate. Okay, I think we have it all figured it out. Also, he went here immediately. King h2, well, bishop here. Takes. Oh, that's so annoying. I turn off my brain, but I can't really take like that because now the rook is defending the back rank. Yeah, so if he sacrifices the rook and then he sacrifices the bishop, the rook is defending mate. So we have to play queen takes. Ah, my god. We have to play queen takes. So it's queen takes. And then queen g3. Oh. That's painful. Painful, painful. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really calculate what would happen if he sacrifices the rook and the bishop. Okay. Let's do this one now. Okay, so this bishop looks to be... I think we have to overload the bishop, so h3 makes sense. Well, he can always stop it, like, he's gonna play this. h2, king c2. So it's not so simple. So if I go h3, h3, okay, so h3, bishop here, so he wants to play king c2, right? So bishop there, h2, king c2, f5, f5, can go to f3 maybe? You can go here as well. Oh, how am I winning that? What if I play f5? Bishop takes. h3 is not available. How do we do this? h3 then f5. Also, you think it's h3 f5. But the bishop can take that pawn, I think. And then h2, and then he simply goes back. But it's not so simple because then I have promotion. So yeah, h3.
Thank you!
Bishop e4. I think you could thank you for the heart, I appreciate it. So if it takes, he can't defend both pawns. Yeah, good point. Good point. So h3. And now f5. And yes, just getting overloaded. All right. So here we must have a mate in that here. Rook's f6 comes to mind. King g5, bishop h6, king h5, king h5. He's sort of escaping there, right? So maybe there is a different check that we should consider. What about knight takes? King goes here. And then bishop h6. Oh, that's actually mate. So you had to sacrifice the rook. Takes. Yeah, I think it's knight takes e3. Knight takes e3. Where does the king go? The king has only one square, which is this one. Ah, but then I have bishop h6, king h5. So I'm tripping. That's king h5, so it's not mate. So it's not knight e3. What about knight h6? I think it's a knight move instead of a rook move. I think it's a knight. So knight h6, king g5. Knight f7 maybe. Knight h6, knight f7. Yeah, that makes sense. Because then if he goes back, we have mate on f6. If he goes h5, we have mate on a6. Nice, we found it. It's knight a6, knight f7, rook a6. Or rook f6, depending on what he does. But yeah. Oh. Well, nothing changes, right? It's simply rook a6. Okay. Good. Good stuff. Okay, Rook f8 seems to be winning a minor piece. How old am I? Do I look very old? I'm 28. Knight h6? Yeah. f8? Rook f8. You know? I'm gonna play Rook f8 here. Ah, okay, so he wants to play this check. And I have to move away and he's gonna take the bishop. So we should play b4 first. b4, rook takes d6 maybe? King takes, bishop takes, c5. We're fine. We're fine in that line because we have c5. So, yeah, but we have to play b4. We have to. Okay, and bishop f4 is not a problem. Okay, good. Yeah, these puzzles are very tricky. What elo is this? This is actually close to 3,000. It's almost 3,000 rated. Kyber, thank you for the 5 roses. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So, yeah, the puzzles are... They look simple sometimes, but they're not. There's always something hidden that you have to figure it out. For example, this one, like, the move that comes to mind is rook takes f2. But there's more to it. It's clearly not so simple. Because it's gonna go to g4. And if he goes to g4, I don't really see any other convincing check. We can play h5, sacrificing the pawn. But if he plays something like king takes h5, what are we supposed to do there? King takes h5, rook f5 maybe? Well, he's gonna go back to g4, and I could play maybe rook g5. Yeah, it's not so simple. Mating 2? You had to elaborate on that mating 2 because I don't really see it. Like if you can tell us how is it mating 2, I'll play it. I don't see it. What about the people on YouTube? If you have the mating sequence, I can read the comments. h5 first. Rook takes f2, h5, rook g5. Alright, so you say, sorry, rook takes f2, h5, rook. But how does the rook get to g5 in your variation? Rook takes f2, h5, h5 check, king takes, I imagine. And then you want to play rook f5. Okay, but like knight g4, knight f2, mate. Ah, yes, you're right. It's just that it was convinced, a bit confusing. So, sorry, rook f5. Okay, everything. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think we found it on YouTube. Damn, the people on YouTube are faster than you, chat. Are faster than you. Did anyone see this? Yeah, what about h5 first? No, it's actually h5 is the second move. Rook f2, rook to h2, pawn h6. People on YouTube cooking. Nice. Now let's have a look. So it's this, and then h5, and then rook check, and then knight f2. Nice everything. Good fine. Well done. What if king h3? Well, the knight on f2 covers h3 as well. That's the key element in that variation. Alright. It would be interesting to have this little competition between like the people on TikTok and the people on YouTube. who's better. But to be honest, it's not so simple, and well, the people on YouTube cook that time. But you never know. You never know. Okay. So this one looks difficult. Okay. There's so many things going on here. Yeah. Not so simple. Mira que me apareció por acá. Buenas, Ciem. Mirá. Sos de Argentina. Mirá. Rip. Toma la torre. You want me to play this? Queen takes f2. Very irresponsible chess, I would say. What's the idea? Knight e4? Are you winning, son? How's that winning? Take a second to process the puzzle. It's not supposed. It's not easy. It's not an easy puzzle. Like, bro, it's just simply rushing the blunder. Like, I want to be the first who gets the puzzle wrong. Come on. Check with the horse. So you want me to play knight f5? That's the only check. Well, we also have this one, but both of them are defended by the rook. And f1 is defended by the queen, the bishop, so definitely not that one. That's not a move. If I play rook f5, sorry, knight f5, rook takes, and what was the idea? What was the idea of that move? I just don't get it. Knight a6, rook f8 mate. Be careful. Yeah, we're getting mated. We are getting mated, so we need to be careful with that. And it's like two different types of mate. Like, because if you play d5 thinking that you can stop the bishop, well, guess what? Knight a6. Oh, you know, actually, I'm stupid. He just takes that one. I can just take it. So yeah, but it has queen g4. No. Yeah, d5 actually stops the mate. It stops the mate temporarily, like, because you can simply take. Knight f5, queen h3. Okay, then I block with the rook again, I guess. There we go. Sorry, knight f5, queen h3. What is stopping white from playing something like maybe queen f3? And then that king, it's like super well defended. That's double check then. It's only double check if the bishop is still in this diagonal. And that will be mate. Yeah, because we will be forced to go to h8 and he's going to play rook f8 and that's game. So yeah, we must be careful. We have to be careful with that. It's not so simple. Now, this king is an exposed king. It only has a few squares, like it only has f3 and d3. So there must be something here that we are missing. We're missing something. Clearly something important. d5. Yeah, d5. Bishop takes. Bishop takes d5. We managed to open up the bishop, but how are you going to capitalize on it? Another good point would be like the count material. Not. Queen h1. We get mated. We get mated with knight h6. You're cooked, bro. It's a puzzle. We're supposed to be winning here, but it's not an easy puzzle, obviously. Knight f5, then pawn d5. Knight f5, then pawn d5. Oh, it's a double attack. That's actually very clever. Yeah, knight f5. So the rook gets here, and then we play d5, attacking the bishop and the rook. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. It really does. Take rook with queen, the only choice. Maybe for you. But for stronger players have found resources such as knight f5, which makes sense. It really does. I guess we should be careful with moves such as king e4, because even though knight f5, it's okay if the rook takes, white doesn't have to do that. So we have to calculate what happens if the king goes up, if the king goes to d3, or if the king goes to e4. Like, those moves are on the table, you know. g6. Yeah, g6, it's probably not so good either. And g6 is simply recognizing that white has an attack. And you're trying to avoid getting checkmated, but like g6, and then your plan is gonna be to play king g7. I'm sorry, but that's very lame. Mr. Pig Chess. Mating 2 for white. Yes, it's mating 2 for white. But it's black's turn. It's black's turn, so should be able to survive this. Only way to save the rook is king e2. Oh, that's a good point. Exactly. So if we go here, and they play king e4, we take the rook. So king e2, it's gonna happen if they don't take the knight. Okay. And if that's ever a move, we can play knight d4, checking again. And then he has to stay in contact with the rook. So if he goes to f1, we have knight g3 mate. I think it's mate. No. He has king e1. King e1. Queen h1. Rook blocks. Or bishop blocks. Knight takes. Rook takes. Queen e4 check. It's winning. It's winning because if we have queen e4, and then queen e2 takes, and then we take the knight at the end. So that line is winning. So this and this, it's losing for white. So now that we know that this is also losing, and the rook is hanging if the king moves away, so king d3 is not going to happen, we can play knight f5 with confidence, because he's going to play rook takes. And then after that, we have d5, a double attack on the rook and the knight. So in that sequence of moves, I think that we're doing great, because the king is still exposed. And yeah, we're getting the pieces out. Alright, so let's play knight f5 now with confidence. And go with d5 and take the rook. Okay, we take the rook. And knight h6 is going to happen. King h8, and we're fine. Nice. Great job. Very insightful comments. I'm not going to lie. Like, it was easy to miss things in that puzzle. For example, that the rook was hanging. Or that the king had to, if the king goes up, it's losing for white. And also, that rook f5 is sort of forced, right? So, yeah. Good. Nice. Let's continue. So this one is white to play and win. It is white to play and win. Hey, thank you so much for subbing on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Just rook b4 looks okay. Yeah, because we're gonna promote. Now the rook there we have to calculate rook a4. Right? Because he's gonna play a2, rook a4, check. King g2. And when that happens, if it goes a2, g2 check, he's promoting. Well, we're promoting with check as well, so it's not so simple. Yeah, like rook b4 looks okay. Rook b4. And yeah, what are we missing here? Like, it looks very strong to take on b4. Well, he doesn't have time for a2 because I'm gonna take the rook. If rook b4, only move for black is rook d8, right? I guess, like, I guess it's the only move. Like, takes and then rook d8. Now, I wonder if this is a thing. Like, takes a2. Takes with check. I said, no, the check is too strong, right? And then here. And then we go, yeah, they have to play rook d8 if we take. They have to, because the check, and then we can play rook a8. And we're gonna stop the promotion, so rook b4 looks very good. Rook c1 better than c8. Wait, what? You want to play rook c1, Chad? That's sort of crazy, but it might be working too. We had to see that. If not, we take on rook b8 and make a queen first and cover the d4 square. Yes. Now, like this move looks interesting, as well as rook c1. But I think it's too slow. I mean, if we go here, they're gonna play a2. Check. King f7, promotion. Promotion as well. So we're gonna take the rook. On b3 maybe? That line is also winning. Now I'm not so sure if we should take on b4. Like, it looks like a good move, but it might have a resource. Like, black might have a resource there. On the other hand, if we play this, we're threatening this check. No, it has to be rook c1, because if we promote like that, it's just gonna take, and then the rook is gonna be overwhelmed by the 2 pawns. So it has to be rook c1. Rook e1 is not a move. So either rook c1 or rook takes b4. Those are the candidate moves. Now, rook c1 feels slow. It feels very slow. King f7, or maybe something like... well, king f7 doesn't really do much for white. How slow is it, though? Because if you go here... Alright, so here, rook d8 maybe. Rook c8. King f7, or maybe simply a2. Takes. Promotion. They're promoting first. They're gonna promote first in that line. No, but no, what? I'm getting confused, Chad. I think rook takes b4 is a draw. Yeah, and it could be a draw, yeah, if we take on b4 carelessly without calculating. c1, d1, c8. What? Bro choose jabs. Okay, I'll shut up. b4 trust. Now, something tells me that b4 is not okay. Rook c1, a2, rook c8. King f7. Let me have a look at Santiago. Santiago's a strong player. King f7, rook b8, he queens, and we queen next move. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Rook c1, a2, rook c8, king f7, rook b8, he queens, and we queen next move. And we're going to have an extra rook. And that should be good enough. And if he promotes the a2 pawn, like the pawn on a3, he doesn't have a check. Like, at least not a good one to continue. We play king g2, and we have the tempo that we need to make the dark... to make the black king. But he queens with check. Exactly, yeah, but he only has that one. He can play queen a1, and then after king g2, there are no more checks. There's simply no more checks. So, thank you for the rose, purple. Roach is playing. It ain't that serious. Yeah, it is, because if we lose this one, we lose the run. So we gotta be precise. The rook c1 is winning. Yeah, I think it's winning. We're gonna play it. Why can't we just take the b4 pawn? That's a great question. Why is this a draw? If we take on b4, why is it a bad move? No, rook c1, rook b4 is correct. No, rook c1, rook b4 is correct. No, I think that rook b4 is not working. Chess b4 is not that deep. That's why you're 1200, Chad, because you never see that chess is actually very difficult. You play b4, he takes you from... Okay, I'm not going to read that comment. Alright, so he went there, and... Yeah, this line changes things a little bit, but... not so much. We're just going to go rook c8. a2 takes. Promotion looks a bit more... troublesome. I guess it's very important to see whether we play... No, I think it's just rook c8 and we should be fine. Am I missing something? No, just go rook c8. Yeah, king there. That makes it a little bit difficult to... Because if I take, it's going to play king e7. But, I can take, he goes here, and then I can take this pawn. So we're going to play this, king here, and then we forget about promoting. We're going to go here, and he's going to play a2. If he does that, we promote, and we win. So I think it's rook b8. So it's going to be about getting the pawns and play this winning endgame being up on extra rook. So yeah, promotion never happens on Thiago. But it's still winning. It's still a winning line. Okay. Nice. I calculated this right away. I'm 2200. Okay. Rook b4. If rook b4, rook d1, it's win, but we only a pawn up. But it's tough to win, so it's not for a puzzle. Let's have a look at rook b4, because I'm actually curious. Like rook b4, it's very superficial though. Like many people will play this move because it's like, hey, if he takes, I win. But that is hope chess, and that is the reason why many people it's not that good at the game also, because they're just hoping that your opponent is gonna make a mistake. Like for example, in this position, like obviously, if black takes the rook, it's gonna lose the game, right? If black do this, it's over. Like you're gonna lose that game. But black doesn't have to play that, and that is one of the most important things when it comes to tactics. You gotta find forcing moves. So if they play rook v8, now suddenly is a draw, and there's not much you can do about it. Like he's gonna play this, that's the best move, and then a2 is gonna happen, and you go here, and there is no effective way for you to make progress. So that's just how it goes. You see? Try e1 and e8 now, and also like this is even worse. This is probably losing for white. Like if we play rook e1, rook e1 is an insane blunder. It looks good though, but it has one serious issue: king f7. King f7, even king f8 is okay. And then you're never making progress, because the idea was to play this move, but now you wasted a tempo realizing that king f7 or king f8 are stopping the rook e8 idea. And now that that's already stopped, you don't have a single decent move. Like, whatever you do, you're -6. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue. It's a very instructive puzzle, I would say. And you can tell, like, why you're 1200. Or why you're, like, a little bit more experienced with chess. Okay. Let's move on. So we have king h2. King h2. Well, rook g2 comes to mind immediately, but maybe it's not so simple. Why are you upgrading them to 1200? They are 650. I didn't want to be rude. Okay. So the next puzzle is Rook G2 Trust. Yeah, you see, so for example, that guy who saw this puzzle for 5 seconds and said that it was Rook takes G2, he might be right. But what is the follow-up? We play Queen F3, King H2. And then how do you make progress there? We're looking at Bishop F5 looks promising. Putting pressure on H3. It does block the Rook on FA, but I think that you can't really defend the pawn on H3 without sacking more material. Is it winning? Now, what about Queen F3 right now? It could be Rook G2, but I don't really see the mate. We have to calculate. I think both B8 and A8 worked because King had to take pawn and everything. No, not Rook. What happened on YouTube? I don't get it. I got lost. Okay. Rook G2, someone else calculated. Exactly. Yeah. Rook G2, and then someone figured it out. Come on. I'm busy. What is Bishop G4? Bishop G4? How is that a move? What about Queen F4? I can tell you this is the first move. You figured out the rest. Now it could be actually wrong. Rook G2, King H1. Okay, what if I take the rook? I don't have to play King H1. Alright, but yeah, let's say that they play King H1. King H1, it is not a forced take, so that's why Queen F4 check first, and then Rook G2. Oh, so you're saying that they don't have to take the rook. They don't have to. I think they should have. They should take it. Like, usually what they say is that the best way to refute sacrifice is to take it. In this opportunity, King H1. But King H1, and then how do we proceed? We have Queen F3. If we play Queen F3, we win. Yeah, Queen F3 is crushing. So no, they have to take. They have to take the rook. We play Queen F3 after. He does have Knight G5. But Knight G5. Wait a second, he has Knight G5. I can play this. Queen G3. Well, Knight G5 loses the queen. So that's not a move. Yeah, I think that King H1 is simply not working. So they'll take. Queen F3 seems like winning. If Queen takes E6, okay, I like that you were looking at those moves. Bishop F7, okay. If Knight F6, Knight F6, okay. Rook takes F6, defending the queen. And if Rook G1, then you take in E4. Oh, wow. That is so well calculated, bro. So everything. Now, did you pay attention to that? That's really good. Like, bro says that it's not Rook G2, it's Queen F3. Queen F3 because it threatens mate on G2, and whatever white does, it's losing. And he's right. Whatever white does is losing. Like, I think there is one move that we should have a look at, and it's probably Rook here, but it's also losing because takes and then the knight is pinned, and we simply take. So Queen F3 instead of Rook G2 looks really, really strong. If they go here, we simply take, and we put even more fire on G2. Now, if they take on E6, bro also calculated that. That's actually a very strong player. Whoever said that, he's definitely very high rated, right? He's that if it takes on E6, well, what did you say when he takes on E6? Okay, so if Queen E6, Bishop F7, Bishop F7, and the threat remains. Bishop F7, attacking the pawn on G2, and now the queen is also hanging. Can you defend them both? No, you can't. Queen F3, man. Outstanding. I said it. Shut up, CM. You know nothing. Queen F3 is very rude. A8. 2200 feet. Okay, that makes sense, Mauro. Yeah, I can see it. A8 is more precise, though. All right, we have a bunch of trolls. Let's play Queen F3. Yeah, after what he said, and how well calculated it is, I'm just looking at maybe Rook D8 as a thing, but we're just gonna go King H7. Now, bro cooked. Bro decided to cook. Amazing, amazing work. And here, we gotta be careful here because we can't really block with the Rook. If we do that, if we block with the Rook, we need to remember that the Rook is pinned. So if the Rook is pinned, the Queen on F3 is hanging. So we can't do this. We have to go King H7. So yeah, let's play King H7 now. And we are chilling. Because this is pin. The pawn on G2 is still pin. Okay? So you see? Now for those of you who are saying, it's Rook G2 and someone else figured it out. You see, so that's why you're so bad at chess. Yeah, you're right. I thought you had already took the D7 pawn. Okay. Move queen to A7. Crazy. All right. Let's continue. So now we are in check. Now we have to play defense. These are the most difficult puzzles, if you ask me personally. Every time you have to play defense in chess, or at least when it comes to puzzles, it's easy to blunder. No brainer, King E3. Yeah, King E3. Let's have a look at King E3. So this is not happening. He does have Queen G5. Is that a problem? Queen G5. Queen G5 looks annoying, but we can play F4. If we go F4, I think we should be fine with F4. F4 and pawn takes, I guess. Pawn takes, Queen H1, King F2. King F2, Rook H2. Oh, King F2 is not available. We're just gonna win if we go King E3 and F4. How can you stop me? I don't think you can. King E3. King E3 looks okay. Definitely, I hate defensive puzzles. Yeah, me too. Thank you, Scalorino, for the rose and purple. Sorry, King F4. Oh, the king is already on F4. Bishop F2, we're in check, everything. We are in check. We had to move the king first. Well, what about King F3? King F3 looks crazy because it allows the check on F1 and... Yeah, King E3. King E3, I mean. Your rook is hanging. There are a bunch of things going on in this position. And yeah, the rook is hanging. It's one of those things. But, King E3 and we're chilling. Because we have a mating threat. Well, do we? The rook on B2 is still defending the king. So we're going to play Bishop H2. And King H1 is going to happen. And then we go... Where do we go? Okay, but King E3. Let's see what white does. Oh, they sack the rook.
Ma Rosa.
This move is a bit unexpected. Should we be concerned about this? Yeah. Thank you for the rose. Sorry, thank you, Ma Rosa, for the follow. Brother, play King E3 first. Yeah, we're on it. We're on King E3. Now, how do we make progress? I think King E3, Rook E1. Yeah, that's exactly what they play. It takes out the fun to defend. Yeah, yes, I agree, Mauro. It's boring to play defense. And it's not easy also. It's not easy to be a great defender in chess. I think that those type of players are really rare. Really rare, sorry. It only comes to mind Hikaru Nakamura and Bishi... No, not Bishi. Anatoly Karpov. Like, very great, very good defenders. Yeah, I mean, who else is a great defender? Thank you for the rose, Skyler. Bishop F2. No, we are in check, so we have to take that rook. Do we? Do we have to take it? I guess. I mean, moving the king now makes no sense. So I'm gonna take the rook. I hope it's not a blunder. Well, okay, maybe we should calculate. If we take the rook, what is white's response? We're gonna play queen g2, maybe. If queen g2, we have rook g8. Rook g8, and then they have rook e2, king e3, knight c5. I can take the pawn. Yeah, I mean, we should be fine. Karyakin also used to be a great defender. Ah, Sergei Karjakin, yeah. Yeah, he was a great defender too. King d3. Nah, king d3 is diabolical. Why would you play king d3? He's playing queen g5. Ah, you're right. We forgot about queen g5. Yeah, so he's trying to remove the defender of the f4 square so you can play this check. You see, so that's why you don't have to rush. If he plays queen g5, are we winning, son? Are you winning, son? I think it's quite dangerous now. Because queen g5 is really, really strong. We have king f3, but the king f3 cannot be right. It allows rook f2. And we get mated. So you can't take the rook. You can't take the rook. If you take the rook, you lose. So we have to play... Ah, wait. Someone said this. Queen g5, king d3. King d3, but then he has queen d2. Or maybe rook d2. I can take this pawn. But he's gonna go queen d2, I imagine. King c... I guess we go king c4. He has a bunch of checks. King c4, and then he can play maybe this to sacrifice. Takes. Well, the queen is gonna be hanging, so this check. I think we're gonna survive that. I'm gonna take the rook. We had to eliminate attackers, and for queen g5, we play king d3. Only move. It seems. King f3 is losing, so we have to go here. Oh my god, what about if we had to play f5 first? No, well, if you play f5, queen takes. Sorry, f4, queen takes, king d3, and then queen e4 checkmate. So yeah, that's not a move. Okay. I'm taking the rook. King d3. And queen d2 is not available because the bishop is defending d2. Nice. Nice. Okay. Hello, Ramazan. How you doing? It's great to have you back. Okay, let's move on. Okay, e4. e4 looks like a double attack. He's gonna go play bishop g5. Okay, so if we go e4, bishop g5. If bishop g5, check. Bishop d2. Or maybe knight e2. And... no, bishop d2 is gonna happen. So this, bishop g5, queen c3, bishop d2. And are you winning, son? What are we supposed to do here?
Machio Tattoo.
What if I give a check first? I give a check first. Machio Tattoos, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Bishop b4, man. Yeah, I'm looking at this check as a very good idea. Well, bishop takes a3 first. Ah, that's also great. If we take on a3 first, the bishop has to commit to the a3 square, and then e4 is very strong. Ah, not really, because the rook is defended. The rook is defended if we take. No, it's not working, chat, because then, like, they don't have problems to coordinate. Because the queen is gonna be defending, and as soon as I play e4, then I can go elsewhere, and we're not gonna... It's not a double attack anymore if we take on a3. So, based on bishop a3, and based on the fact that it seems to be not... It's not working, I would say. We gotta play bishop b4. Bishop d2. That loses the knight. Oh, so bishop b4 is very strong then. So it's gonna go here, though. If he plays knight there, white is okay. So what if we go now? We allow bishop g5, and then we go bishop b4. Ah, that's very good. Because then they're gonna play this. They're gonna go back somehow. Yeah, no, they have to commit. So I think it's e4. Bishop g5, maybe. Maybe they play that. And then we go bishop b4 check. And then they had to go back, I think. And when they do, we can take the knight. This one, the knight on a3. What am I missing? Oh, maybe the knight on f3. No, we had to take this one. We had to take the knight on a3. Am I missing something? e4, if bishop g5, then bishop b4, if knight blocks, take the bishop on g5. Exactly. Yes. Seems like the move here. Bishop a3, then pawn a4, then queen c3. What? Bishop a3, pawn a4? That seems like the right order. Yeah, let's play e4. Oh! Counter attack. Knight c7. Interesting. I didn't see that. Now, I'm thinking that we should take the knight on f3. Allow him to go knight takes c7. We play king d8. And then when he takes my rook, I'm gonna play... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, at the end of the sequence, I think that he's winning with bishop g5 check. And my queen is gonna be gone. Yikes. Yeah, that's... Oopsie. Take the rook first. If I take the rook, I lose my queen as well, again. Not so simple. Not so simple, obviously, right? Because he's threatening a discovered check. You see? Like, if we allow them to... Like, if the queen ever takes the rook, bishop g5 becomes a threat after knight c7. Before, well, knight c7 is going to happen. If we take. And then where does the king go? He can either go to... He can only go to dark squares. And when he goes to a dark square, bishop g5 becomes a problem. Bishop d6 right now. Well, it defends the pawn, it defends the fork, and the king stays on e8 after pawn takes. And I like it because the knight's still in trouble, and the rook's still hanging. And in that variation, the king doesn't go to d8. So yeah, bishop d6 looks like a very good way to fix the problem. Queen d8, I think... No, queen d8, it's like recognizing that white got the best of us with knight b5. So I don't think it's queen d8. But yeah, I like bishop d6 because it defends c7 and black has the very same double attack. I guess we're gonna play that. We're gonna play bishop d6. Bishop d6, and if they take, we simply take. And like I said, white has the very same problem. Wait a second. No. No, that's not okay. No, because after takes, pawn takes, bishop g5. Bishop g5. Ah, they have bishop g5, chat. So it ain't working. Is it a game or puzzle? It's a game. It ain't working then. Ah. Bishop d6 is the bad move. Yeah, I was convinced for a second. But then after takes, pawn takes, bishop g5. And the rook is defended by the queen. And the knight is, well, the black's threat is simply stronger. So we can't play that. We gotta find something else then. So what's the move then? I don't see it. Maybe bishop b4 now? If bishop b4... the knight blocks? If the knight blocks, I can take. It takes f3. Oh, you want me to take this one? Yeah, but that runs into bishop g5. So what's the idea? It takes f3. Knight c7. Queen d8. Sorry, king d8. Knight takes rook. And then you can't take it. You can't take his rook. You can't do that. Oh, but wait! Oh. Queen f6, knight takes. I can't decide what to do, man. I think bishop d6, man. No, bishop d6 doesn't work. If the knight blocks, sacrifice the pawn. Yeah, definitely it takes f3 with the line I signed earlier works. I didn't read that one though, Mauro. After knight takes a8, you play bishop b4. Check. Ah, okay, and then the bishop has to go to d7, right? Sorry, d2. It goes to d2. How's that winning though? It takes, knight takes. Ah, but we took on f3 already. I was gonna play king takes. So should I take the knight? Is that what you're saying? Knight c7, king d8, he takes the rook, bishop b4. How's that winning though? Bishop d2? Bishop d2. I think. King takes d2. The king is exposed and that's about it. I don't think the opponent will play bishop g5. I think he will play knight takes c7 first. Oh, yes. Like...
Johannes East.
I think we had to take the knight. But I don't see how is it winning, though. I still don't see it. Johannes, thank you for the follow. I don't see what's wrong with just taking the knight. If we take the knight, knight c7 is going to happen. And then we go king d8. Or maybe king e7. I don't even know that. I think king d8 makes more sense because it attacks the knight. And then takes. It takes the rook. And then people are saying that we should play bishop b4. Bishop b4 check. And then bishop d2. We have a pawn on f3. And then I guess we simply develop. Like we can play knight e7. Or maybe we try to... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, bishop d6 doesn't work, unfortunately. If king d2, you have queen d4. And what does it do? Take the knight, check bishop, take rook. I can't do it though, because he's gonna block with the bishop, and then the rook is gonna be defended by the queen. Bishop d2, b takes d2, king takes d2, queen d4 wins. Why? Why is queen d4 winning? Queen d4 wins? Why? What does it do? What's the thing about queen d4? Bishop d2, b takes d2, king takes d2, queen d4. I don't understand queen d4. Pawn takes knight, and then allow him to fork your pieces, and then when he takes, you take. Okay. If king e1 back, you have queen c3, and if king f1, queen takes king f1. The coordinates are killing me. King f1? It's not that deep. Alright, chat. Let's take the pawn. King d8. We don't have to calculate the rest. Wonderful, bro. Oh my days. We don't have to calculate the rest. Okay, but I'm still super curious. Are you sure that queen d4 is winning? I couldn't understand it. Can we have a look at the rest of the sequence? And I guess it's also important to explain to some people that queen a1 is simply not available. So yeah, takes. Knight takes king d8. And knight takes a8. And they were saying that queen d4 is winning. How's the... but bishop here first. Bishop here. Bishop d2. Takes on d2. And then they gotta play king takes d2. And queen d4 winning, they said. And I was like, how the fuck is this move winning? And I was right. It's not. It's a blunder. It's a blunder. Okay, bro, I missed the pawn in d3. Forget all what I said that came out. That's fine. I'm very happy that the puzzle ended earlier though, because I didn't see how was this move working. But yeah. So takes, and here the key move. Oh! Okay, can someone find the best move here? Oh, but damn. Can someone find it? What's the best move here? Queen g5, exactly. Yeah, it's queen g5. Well, but you get to see the coordinates right there. Okay. You get to see them. You get to see the notations. So you get 0 credit. e3. And we take on b2. I think that's it. And the thing is that if he pins, you have to see this. This is insane. If he pins, what do we do? Oh, it's actually... what? So it's better to give this check. That's better. But you can also play the move that everyone wants to see, right? Which is this. That's also playable. And it's best as well. So either queen a5 or knight takes with promotion. Well, nobody saw that. No one saw that. So it just goes to show how difficult the puzzle was. Right? And now, for some people who might be thinking, hey, wait a second, what if I take the rook now? Like, after king here, knight takes, and if I take the rook, unfortunately, you will be losing your queen to bishop g5. So that's why that move wasn't working. Okay? Because now you had to go back, queen f6, and you're going to be down a lady. Down a queen. So, yeah. Tough puzzle. Really, really difficult. Because... imagine if you have to keep playing this. Like, imagine if you have to find... yeah, bishop b4. We were going to play this, I think. Bishop here. Takes. King takes. And then you have to visualize queen g5. Whoever found queen g5, that's a strong player. There you go. That's That's basically someone who knows what they're doing, right? Chad, what's his elo? Today I feel like a 1200. Okay, let's continue, chat. Let's continue. So we got to 61. Let's continue. The rook is hanging. We have a check. We have this one too. We can play this one or this one. We also have this fork. I think that rook b8 is a good try. Maybe we can trap the queen somehow. I don't really see it for the moment, but rook b8 and knight c2 becomes available. You might as well simply take that one, but it's not so simple because if bro goes here, then they have this check, which looks menacing. So, yeah, not so simple. Hello, Asan. Hello. Hello. We don't know, but he seems good. Yeah, to be honest, I'm like 2100. Resign. Yeah, maybe we will. We cancel and then rook fb1. Rook fba, you mean? We play short castle and then rook fb8. Yeah, it could be. That would trap the queen. That's actually trapping the queen, Chad. And it's also... we're connecting the rooks, so we don't have to play defense here. And the queen's super trapped. There is one move, though. They can play a3. If they play a3, the idea would be that... No. It doesn't do shit. a3 doesn't work. I really like short castle. It seems to be trapping the queen. Now, how can white stop this? They can try knight here, maybe. Knight e5. But it's not good enough. They can take on f7. Okay, so short castle, knight e5. Takes on f7. If I take with the rook, I lose this one. Okay, so short castle runs into knight e5. There you go. Now the puzzle is revealing his difficulty. So knight e5, knight takes f7 is going to happen. If knight takes f7, don't I have a check? Yeah, I can play rook e8. Rook e8 check. And then the knight goes back. Back to e5. Okay. It's interesting. Castle is good. Yeah, but do you see this? Like, you castle, and then knight e5 becomes available. And then if you play rook b8, they're gonna take on f7. So you can't do it anymore. So as soon as we castle, this becomes a problem, f7. And I was looking at knight takes, but that's not necessary. Just plays queen f7. Queen f7. And... yeah, like he has squares too. I mean... I don't know how to make progress after that. So it's not it. It's not short castle. I don't think it's working. Buenas, Chico. ¿Cómo estamos? Okay. Rook fb8. Yeah, we were looking at this move too. Rook fb8, but queen takes a7. And then knight c2. Simple chess. Really, really simple chess. Play knight c2 then. And we take the rook. And we claim that this is better for us. But is it that simple? Now, what if we give a check first on e6? But no, then the knight is hanging. Never mind. Keep it simple. I'm trying, but it's not easy. Does it matter if it doesn't have a method? A method for what? You can pin the knight also? I could pin it, yeah, but f7 is weak anyway. No, if knight e5 ever happens, like, white has a good position. I think this is okay for white. I'll be right back. Alrighty. So, what do we have? Alright, so short castle? I don't think so. Unless we find something crazy. Keeping it simple was a good approach, I would say. Rook b8, knight takes c2. Why the hell not? Like, why not? What about knight d7? Let's have a look at knight d7. What's the idea? Knight d7. Why? Why knight d7? What if I tried to think about was... What I tried to think about is queen b1. Queen b8, you mean? The knight forks and then rook could do something. You want to play queen b8. This move. Quiet, he's coming back. What? Obviously, he's more into the next room. His heart rate increases. Ok. Bien, me lesioné el hombro, eso sí. Oh, de perro. Qué fue. Haciendo lucha. Así que ahora a meterle full chest, ¿no? Bueno, sigo. Me parece una buena idea. Y ojalá te recuperes pronto. Ok. Knight e5. Knight takes c2. Okay. Okay, I'm so super distracted now. If we can't trap the queen for sure, it must be rook b8 and knight c2. That is a very pragmatic idea or approach. Yeah, I would say approach is better. And I like pragmatism. Yeah, if the queen cannot be trapped for certain, let's move on to the second next thing, which is taking on c2. So rook b8. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look because I'm genuinely curious. Ah! It was short castle. Okay, wait. Short castle. And they castle too. Oh, and now the queen is trapped. The queen is simply trapped. But wait, Chad, what? No one calculated this because we were thinking that it wasn't working. So this, let's have a look at knight e5. So short castle, knight e5. And now you go knight c2. Ah, yeah. Ah, how did we miss that? Well, I missed that. Okay, so you force him to go to e5. Yes, of course. You force him to go here. You force him to play this, which is bad. And then knight c2. Now it's not about trapping the queen because it's simply not possible. So we play knight c2, king f1. We take the rook. And it's really good because the knight can escape. The knight can go away. G3. And then knight c2. Yeah, the knight goes away. And we're threatening this. Okay. It was actually not so difficult. You wrote it. What rooks are stronger together? Surprise. Yeah. Why was rook b8 a mistake? Good question. Let's have a look at rook b8. So, rook b8. Rook b8. Queen takes h7. And it's equal. Knight c2. They say that it's equal. King d1. And if I take the rook, queen e1 is better for white. Sorry, rook e1. Rook e1 is better for white. Because I have to go... Wait, what? Oh, because if I go king f8, he has knight here and f7 mate. Oh, and knight here is going to happen anyways. So I'll play here. And knight e5 now. 95 is super strong. Attacking f7. And there isn't much you can do about it apart from playing this. So you're getting fork. Fork on f7. And wait. Well, like white is gonna have an exchange again. Back the exchange, sorry. And with interest because they won a pawn. And the knight is gonna escape. And my knight is trapped. So that's why it's winning. Damn. Why don't play king e2? Another good question. Why not king e2? King d2, you mean, why? So here, king d2 is a little bit worse. Because it allows rook takes with check. That's crazy. So rook e1. And now this maneuver is not so strong, so we can play this. And then knight takes. We go queen f4. Wow, everything changes when the king is here. King c3. And now we take, and the pawn is defended. And the queen is also defending here, but so he's gonna sack. Yeah, he's gonna sack. Sacks. We have to take. He takes over here. And we play king e7. And then, if he takes the rook, he's getting mated. No, queen c2 though. Queen c2. King b4. Queen takes b2. King c4. And we have perpetual check. No, black can win this. King b4. And b1. So that's why. I saw all of that. I know that you did. Okay, let's play. It's time to play. I think we did a lot of puzzles. 61. 61 is okay. Let's play. Should we play Blitz or Rapid? That's the question. Blitz or Rapid? What do you prefer, chat? What do we play? What do we play? Blitz or Rapid? Blitz. Okay. In Blitz, we are in our peak rating. It's our peak rating. So, if we win, we get a new personal best. And if we lose, it is what it is. So, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Of course, they play nonsense like this against me. And I'm gonna be tempted to see how to punish them. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. We're gonna play solid chess instead. We're not gonna take, because they take as well, and I don't really like it very much. Let's play this. Sort of weakening my king a little bit more. Alright, so he's keeping the tension. Let's go c5 now. It's a crazy game already. Okay, let's play bishop here. Let's take this one. Oh. We had to play this. I don't really want to, but... Now it's close. This is close now for... him. Okay, king f7. He goes queen c2 or queen d3. We're gonna play knight f5. He's looking at taking as well, I guess. Okay, so takes. Oh shit, I missed that. Let's take. We go here. Hmm. So he has to do something about the king. I wonder what would it be. Rook c8 is coming. If he takes on c6, I'm gonna play bishop d7 and then takes. Alright. So it's decided to... Oh my days, I missed that too. But we have check. No, we're fine. We have a check, and if he pins with rook here, I'm gonna go knight here maybe? It's tricky, tricky. Let's play this. If you go c4, I can actually play queen a5. Queen a5 or maybe queen... actually, queen a5 is a blunder. Oh no. Am I in trouble here? He's gonna take with the knight, and then rook takes is gonna happen. But I think I have a great some compensation for it, so I'm gonna go here anyways. I'm gonna play queen a5. If it takes the bishop, I'm just gonna take it, and then I'm gonna go here. And the idea would be to play queen h4 and try to come up with a mating net. And if it takes with the pawn, oh, he takes with the rook. That makes perfect sense, yeah. We can't take it back, unfortunately. But we're gonna go here. We're trying to infiltrate. And it looks scary. I would say this is scary for him. We're threatening this. And bishop h3 is force. And then we're gonna try to bring more fires. I can sacrifice the bishop. Oh, so he takes the... That's a good move. That's a very good move. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's annoying also. Alright, let's go here. Damn it. I'm getting outplayed. I know that much. Okay, so he blocks. I had to take the rook back. I have to. And I'm gonna try to activate my pieces. I'm looking at this. As well as knight here. But he has something like queen b2. Has this check. But I can take anyways. If he plays queen b2, I'm gonna take anyways. Yeah, let's take anyways, because we have a very strong check. So let's do this. If he gives a check himself, I have this. So yeah, I think we are sort of causing trouble here, to say the least. We have a mating net on e1 with this check. So probably knight f4 is okay. And now I can take the bishop. Well, I don't really have the move that I was expecting to play, which is this one. Because he has bishop f1, and he's okay. Now, if I give this check, he can block with the bishop, and that's also fine for him. So we had to take this one. And now this is a very concrete threat, and he doesn't have a good check. So suddenly we're winning. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Okay. Good stuff. It was a crazy game, to be honest. Like, the way he played was very unorthodox, I would say. and it was also very challenging. Like that move, he made a mistake. I don't know which one is the mistake. It's probably queen takes f4. If he finds a different resource there, he needs to recognize that knight takes f4 is a great move. So as soon as he plays queen takes f4, the game is over. Yeah. All right, nice, good game, good win against a very strong player, and we got a new personal best in Blitz. Isn't that lovely, bro? Oh my days. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That is just wonderful. Do you stream on the Purple app? I don't, but I stream on YouTube. There are a bunch of lovely people on YouTube too. So yeah, you can go there as well if you want to. Actually, I would appreciate it a lot.
S.I.E.S.
You know, like having people on YouTube is simply great. Yeah, thank you for the follow, SIES. So let's have a look at this game. I'm very pleased with that win. For the moment, I thought that I was getting outplayed, and then bro, blunder. But well, it's a double-edged sword to play chess like he did. You know, like weakening his king, pushing up the pawns like that. That generates a bunch of weaknesses. That's why Magnus Carlsen doesn't do it. And that's why bro wins all the time. So let's have a look. No brilliant moves. Unfortunately, no. Oh yes, we did get a brilliant move. And he also got a brilliant move. So it was a very spectacular game. But since we push so many pawns, the engine is like super mad. The engine is like fucking humans. I hate them. They play so poorly. And it's right. That's true. Like, look at this mode. This is the worst opening. As soon as you play this, black is sort of winning. But you gotta be careful with these things, because there is a reason why they are playing it. And it's probably because they look at the engine and they know exactly how to get a decent position, even though you're gonna have like very good moves at the very beginning. So that's why I decided not to take, which is probably wrong. That taking is best. But now, if I played this move, both of us are out of theory. But the engine is like super mad, because the engine says that this is completely winning. You take this pawn and it's over. The game is over. Yeah. Yeah, I realized that was me. What? Thank you for putting the board above chat. Oh. So yeah. We have this. H4 is a good move, I would say. And then F6 maybe a bit unnecessary. Let me switch this. And we're doing great. And as you can see, he's pushing a lot of pawns, which is not that great. But it's hard to punish him.
What does Akiti?
Thanks. Thank you for the follow. What Tersakiti, thank you. Knight F3, Knight D7, Knight H4, attacking G6, King F7, bad move. Queen C2, and this is a blunder. It's just that the problem with this move is that as soon as he takes, one of these pawns is going to be weak. This one or this one. And I think I did okay by sacrificing this pawn instead of this one. No, actually the engine prefers to do this. And you have this target now. Bishop F3 is going to cover or something like that. And they also have a pass pawn. So yeah, I think that here we're losing. We're definitely losing. Pawn takes, and then rook here, short castle, rook c8. And it's equal though. And it's equal mainly because the king has a bunch of holes, right? And that's a blunder. Wow. It looked like a great move. Bishop takes. And then... Oh! No, that's really hard to see. I don't feel bad for not seeing that move. That's a really difficult move to spot. Knight b4. The idea is that if he ever takes, like the pony, we have the discover check. And it's wonderful. It's really strong. Because he has to go to h1, and then we simply take the queen. And then he's going to take my bishop, yes. But we can go king fa, and we're going to be up a queen. As simple as that. And we're also threatening this. Like bishop takes. So that he doesn't have time to take my bishop. So he has to play knight c3. And when he does that, queen b6 is the move. And he can't take it yet. If he takes that, we have queen f2. No, actually, we have mate like this. That's crazy. So yeah, he can't do that. Who asked you if you stream on the Purple app? People on TikTok asked me that question. Yeah. That was me on TikTok. I don't know if you read my message. Pardon me if you did. Oh, well, it's great to have you on YouTube. I believe in you. I thought you would have seen that. Well, sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't. So we play this, and yeah, that was a great move. Rook takes c5, and now he's winning. Because even though queen here looks okay, it's not the best approach. And then queen h4, and we're sort of cooked. And it felt really bad. But bishop h3 is a bad move, and now we're back in the game. Rook takes c5, a6, and then knight, and now we're coming back, and we're alive. b3, surprisingly enough, b3, horrible blunder, and now it's -4. He's completely cooked. Crazy. And we found the very best moves here. So takes on c5, and then knight here, and then boom, knight takes. The idea is to simply deflect the queen, right? The queen moves away, and we have this crushing check. That's all I'm trying to do. So he took. He should have given a check. He did it. And now we're winning. Mating 20. And I was ready to play the mating 20 chat. It's just, we didn't have the chance. Are you Chilean? Yes. Yes. And then king g1 and mating 19. I was ready to play it. Yeah, mating 19 moves. And yeah, I was like... But he resigned. Because he also saw it. He also saw the mating 19 moves. So he's, no, I'm cooked. And that's why he resigned as well. Okay. How long you been playing? I've been playing for a while. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. Actually, I'm very acquainted to chess. Like, this account was made in 2025. But it's not quite representative because this is my real account. And in my real account, this one was made in 2014. So yeah, we've been doing this for a while. It doesn't mean that we've been playing like every single year consecutively. No, but chess has been part of my hobbies for a while. So yeah. Okay. Let's play rapid now, chat, because we're gonna keep this Blitz rating until tomorrow. Okay. We're gonna be happy in Blitz until tomorrow. We have a new personal best, which is very promising. Now, currently, my Blitz rating is simply better than my rapid rating. That's a little bit annoying, to be honest. Like, it should be the other way around. Like, the rapid rating should be higher than the Blitz rating, if you ask me personally. Well, it is what it is. We haven't had, like, a really good streak playing rapid lately. But, well, let's try to change that now. So, yeah, but yeah, this is what I want to show you. That this is my highest Blitz rating. Like the highest I ever been in my life. In my life. Ok. ¿Juegas torneos sobre tablero también? No sé cómo anda la cosa en Chile en cuanto a la cantidad de torneos que hay. Está bien, muy bien la cosa en Chile, la verdad. Hay harto torneo. El domingo voy a ir a uno, Mauro. El domingo voy a ir a un torneo. Yes, on Sunday, next Sunday, I'll go to a tourney. An over-the-board tournament. And I guess it's going to be fun. Last time I went to one, I had a lot of fun. So, I just hope that it happens again. So, yeah, let's play Rapid now, chat. Okay, we're going to play some Rapid games. Rapid it is. I'm trying to improve currently. Started last year, and I'm 1100. Worked out, I played 10 games a day last year. Well, if you're trying to improve, I would recommend that you do tactics, that you try to solve puzzles. That's a great way to get better at the game. But you have to do it well. What I mean by that is that try to play the entire sequence and then you make a move. That's easier said than done, but that's how it should be. Alright, let's keep playing. What about your bullet? I don't care about bullet, honestly. It's not really that fun to me. And it's very addictive. I know what it does to people. Bullet is a horrendous experience. You don't even realize that you have played 100 games in 1 hour. Alright, so he's playing the Accelerated Dragon. A very strong opening, to be honest. I would recommend this opening 24/7 to anyone. It's so good. The Accelerated Dragon. We're gonna try to play the Moroxibine with the 2 central pawns, so d5 becomes nearly impossible to be played. Now, queen here is sort of tricky. It's a move that we have to be careful with. It's forcing me to go knight b3, basically. I don't have any other good moves, like knight f5. It takes on b2. It's really messy. Knight b3 keeps everything together. So I prefer this move rather than running into complications. So maybe this has some compensation, but it's really probably a blunder chance. I'm not gonna lie. Now the knight is sort of misplaced on b3, but we're gonna keep developing our pieces and trust that is not a big problem. It's still d5 really difficult to play, and that is one of the key ideas in the accelerated dragon. So we do have a pleasant position right now. So he's gonna go d6 instead. The pawn is weak, so I'm gonna reinforce that pawn with f3, also controlling g4. And now we're gonna go queen d2. This battery might be handy at some point. Not just now, because the king is exposing this diagonal, but it's an idea. And I guess we're gonna get the rooks here, get the knight back to where it belongs. Alright, so this move. Also, maybe that's why he played queen b6. That makes sense, to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna go... yeah, if I go rook c1, knight b4 becomes a thing. And then if I play this, pawn takes, pawn takes. I have a tempo on the queen, so there's nothing wrong with rook c1. I'm gonna play it. Rook c1. Now b2 is sort of weak, but the queen's still defending that, so it should be fine. Knight e5, putting a lot of pressure on this pawn. But we have this now, and that's the move that I'll play. Simply blocking the bishop. And now we simply take, we open up this. We were ready for it. And I'm looking at moves such as bishop b6 or simply doubling up the rooks. Now this is still dangerous. We shouldn't take it for granted. So bishop here, it's annoying. Wait a second. Let's just blunder this, right? And here is a double attack. He's just lost the bishop. I didn't even realize that knight takes was so bad until I saw my pawn on d5. So we're up a piece. What? Bro, blunder and I didn't even realize. Okay. Bro, blunder, and I just noticed now. I noticed now that he blundered, bro. Damn. Am I stupid? A little bit. I mean, a little bit stupid, yes. Okay. Now I'm looking at queen c7. Sorry, rook c7. Let's play rook c7 and then the other rook. But we're completely winning now. It's just a matter of technique, which I don't have. But let's pretend that I do. If knight c6. Oh, he was b5, okay. Expecting. Let's play this. Bring the other rook. If he ever plays knight c4, we simply take that one. I don't care. And yeah, so how do we do this? So we're winning now, but like, it's never that simple. Gotta be careful with my knight, I guess. And well, I could take this pawn. I kind of like that. I could also take this pawn. But I think he's gonna take on a2. I'm also thinking about offering a queen trade. Because if the queens get out of the game, I'm never losing this game, I would say. It's gonna be very hard. So if I go here, he knows that. Like if we trade queens, he's gonna win. So he's gonna go queen f6. And I like the queen on f6 a bit more. I think it's worse than the queen on wherever that square was. e6. So let's play this move. Forcing the trade of queens. And if he doesn't want to take, he has to go here. After pawn takes, pushing these pawns is not that scary because I can always go here. And my bishops are going to be very active. So yeah. I think queen d5 is very well timed for the moment. And it sort of generates some tactics. Like for example, queen takes a hey. Is that a thing? Okay, never mind, we don't have to think about it. Let's just take this one. And now we have a dominant position, I would say. Wait. Now where does the knight go, though? Where does the knight go? Does the knight go here? I guess he does. He's gonna play this. He's gonna play this. We're gonna go here. Trading knights. And am I sort of helping him here? Because he's gonna take on b2. I should be more careful with that. Maybe. Well, if I take with the rook. Hey, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. If I take with the rook, bishop takes b2 is gonna happen, and that's dangerous. It is actually dangerous, yeah, because these pawns are getting are becoming menacing. And if I take with the pawn, I have some more counterplay. If I do this, I'm gonna take like this. Okay, and we're gonna go here. I can take on e7, king f2. Oh. Okay, I'll take this one now. Yes. Let's push P again. We can go... Oh, F6 is not okay. We can go here. I can take this one. I don't really want to. But I think I don't have a choice. I have this move though. This move is great. Oh yeah. Yeah, so he goes back. We should get him out of here, I guess, with moves such as check. And I could go here. He takes. I take. And then we have another check. How do we win this? I also have this move. I like it. Bishop here looks really good. But I'm allowing rook a7. No, rook a7 is not a move. It's never a move. Oh, that's... Oh, bro, it's so cooked. Bro is so cooked. I just realized how bad this is. If he plays rook a7, we just go here and we win. Yeah, I think this is sort of resignable now. We're just up a minor piece. The power of being up a minor piece. El mejor país de Chile, conche tu Yes, Matthias. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to improve currently. I already read that comment. Nice. Okay. You're not supposed to give me moves, chat. You know this. You have been watching TikTok chess streamers for a while, and you keep giving moves. Like, why? Stop. Stop it. Stop. Get some help. Stop it. I'm gonna add the Michael Jordan meme. I'm gonna figure it out how to do it. I'm gonna press some key keys, and we're gonna get this. Stop it. Get some help. Okay, so bro goes there. Bro is desperate. Bro, it's gonna lose this game. We're gonna take with the rook. Oh, I think it was a blunder. No! We have this. No! I blundered that. You absolute idiot. But I had this check. Oh no. Oh no, he blundered. Oh, yes, bishop takes. No. Oh, I'm selling. I just sold. I sold so hard. No, I'm actually a genius. I'm a genius, chat. Don't worry about it. We have an incredible mating net. Don't worry about it, chat. It's all under control. He gave a check. Run, Forest. Run. Oh. Takes F2. Oh no. Are we cooked? Looks like it. Damn it, bro. We blunder so badly. No! Okay, call an ambulance. Oh, that was... Now it's a draw, I think. It's so bad. Well, we're down on the clock as well. Oh, my days. Should I take this one? I guess I should. Let me go here. Yes, idiot. Oh my days. We're fine, chat. We're fine. Don't worry about it. It was an easy game. Oh my god. Let me go here. Hello, Tortix. Hello. How you doing? Okay, let me go here now. Just trying to get the pawn down. Okay, that should be enough for him, right? GG. Terrible though, because we were so winning and I blundered that the bishop can go back. Oh my god. Thank you for the follow, Badman. And W, thank you. Hello, how you doing? Okay, we're fine. It got a bit scary. I got a bit scary, I'm not gonna lie, at some point. But we managed to convert. Let's have a look at that game. So basically, oh, this is not my account. Thank you for the rose and W. So basically we blunder, like we were completely winning and then we blunder and then the game is still probably a draw. I think that, no, in that position, probably black's better. They have more pawns. They have more pawns than us. So it would have been super tragic if we let him do that. So, yikes. What the... let me see. Okay. Yeah, let's review that game. It was such a good game until we blundered, bro. We were cooking. We were actually cooking. It was so good. So yeah, well, even though we blunder, we still play with 88% accuracy, bro. It's just so good. That was such a good game. 88% accuracy is really good. Let's have a look. So, yeah, playing the Maroxybine against the Accelerated Dragon, I think it's a great idea for most people to do this. Playing C4, E4. Because the Accelerated Dragon players, they really want to do this thing. They want to play D5. That's like the main idea of placing the pieces like that. So when you take that away from them, they have to improvise. And that's how blunders happen. So I should have gone F4. I decided to play F3 instead. A bit of coward behavior. 22, a bad move. Come on. Yeah, terrible blunder. We're winning here. As simple as that, which is... We were winning here. Still winning. And yeah, Queen D5, very well timed. So far, a perfect game. Now, I have a question, though. Does this work? I'm really curious about this. Queen F6, Queen takes A8. Does that work? Nope, it doesn't. I thought it was. It was working because we had this check, and then Rook takes, and then this, and then Bishop F8, and then we go here. But I guess he can stack the Queen back. Oh, he has 97. Yeah, I'm an idiot. 97. Never mind. It's still very good though, because we can play knight. All right, let's have a look at that again. It's good, but not good enough. I think that's the problem. What if we go here now? Oh, he's gonna trap my bishop. Okay. Well, G5 is not easy to see, though. I wonder how many people would find this move. What if they play something else? Like, maybe Queen here. I win. Would you be able to find this move, chat? What do you think? Would you be able to find g5? It's the only move. It's the only move. I don't know. It doesn't look so simple. Or maybe it is. I'm tripping. What if I play here? Takes. We win. It's +6. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Okay. H4 before bishop b4? What? Oh, H4. Here. I don't think you have time for it. Okay, never mind. Let's just forget about it. Pawn takes his best. Still completely winning. We were cooking here. This is so winning. Bishop c6 is better. Mating 7. Oh my god! Rook takes b2, and that's mate. Yeah, that's actually mate. That's such a good move. Rook b2. It's so crazy to find this move though, because it's just you gotta see the mate though. The mate is this, and then you simply go back. He pushes. Oh my god! But wait, I think that if I remember that the bishop is here and I have a checkmate like that, because I was going for the checkmate chat. I played this move because I saw checkmate, but of course it's not a checkmate because there is the bishop here. But if you're able to see that the bishop is here, you will find rook b2. You will find it. Yes, you will. Of course you will. What do you think? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You find that. You find that. Of course you do. Okay. And now it's a draw. It's a draw now. After that horrible blunder. Bishop b3. And yeah, you can't win this. But he blundered the bishop, and now we're winning. He blundered the bishop. Okay. Bro blundered 2 minor pieces. He deserves to lose. Alright, let's play another one. Let's play another one. Oh, what did I do? Oopsie. Okay, all set. Alrighty. Alright. Is it a d4 nerd? Oh, it's a c4 nerd. It's practically the same. Okay. These positions are very difficult for me. I just don't know what to do. I don't have the theory. I'll try to get the cheesy idea of playing bishop d7. Queen c8. If he goes rook e1, I'm cooked. Oh, he played that move. What? What the fuck does it do? f3? That's a mouse slip. I don't know. Alright, bishop h3. The idea is to simply get this bishop out of the way. I don't want him to play with it. And also, I want to play h5, h4, you know? So we open up this rook, and we have a nasty attack on h3 with the queen. He has rook f2 though, but he runs into knight here, takes, and maybe bishop check. I don't know, something like that. Now he's threatening to take. He has a fork. So we had to take. But we are on time to play h4, which is a move that I wanted to play. And he pushes. Okay. Now, should we go h3? That's the question. I guess we should. h3. And now we complete our development with knight f6. And I kind of like my position. I'm looking at pawn sack. Sorry, knight sack. So he's going to take, I guess. He has knight g3 though, so maybe my idea should be reformulated. So knight g4 doesn't work, it seems, because he has knight g3. If he plays rook here, I win. Oh, he takes. Okay, so he was afraid of it. He simply took because he was afraid of knight g4. Because that knight was beautiful on d5. It was a great knight. But he looked at g4 and he's, maybe I'm cooked. So I'm going to take this knight. Which is a bad move. Now, I don't know if I'm winning, but my position doesn't have a single problem, I would say. Like, you know, he wants to play this, I guess. or simply develop the bishop. Both ideas are okay. Now finding a move for black. Not so simple. What do we do here? I could play a5, preventing b5 for being a... well, he's not going to play b5. He's going to go b3. Sorry, b4 is not going to happen. b3 is the move that he wants to play. So, if b3 is a thing, can I stop that? Nah, not really. It's an equal game. How can I punish him somehow? Is there a way for me to do something here? Trying to find an idea, but nothing comes to mind. It's a critical moment, actually. Like, finding a move here is very important. I can't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna play knight here. Not really convinced by it, but... knight here, queen c6. I'm allowing b4 now, but... you can go here as well, but I don't think it's a great move. Okay, knight here. What? What is bro trying to do? He wants to play f4, I guess. Okay. Well, f4, queen c6. Yeah, if he pushes my pieces around, I'll be happy because I have this, I think. f5 might be a thing. As soon as the pieces go out. He's weakening this diagonal, and that's not something to be taken. And I have this, actually, don't I? Knight takes? Yeah, it works. I think it works. Does it work? Pawn takes check. Queen f6. Or knight here, rook here. Okay, yeah, it did work because bro reacted to it. So we're up a pawn here. We're up a pawn. Oh, he wants to take on h3. Ah, okay, I guess. That's a problem, yeah. Now, I could take here. Bishop takes b2. So he plays this, and then I go here. Forking the... but it would be 2 pawns for this one. I don't know if I like that. Well, the knight is hanging, so we have to move it away. If I take here, he can actually take my knight, so I'm tripping. Knight takes doesn't do much. So, yeah, we're gonna lose this pawn, but this is weak. I think this is very weak for the king. Okay. So, yeah, let's get the knight out of here. We're gonna play... knight here. And he's gonna take on h3, I guess. And now... we long castle. Why not? So we have an open file to attack. I tried to exploit that, but gotta be careful with it. I think rook h7 and rook h8 is okay. h7. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to play h3, I guess. Alrighty. Let me go bishop here. Oh, he's gonna trade that one. And now let's play this intermediate move. H3. Yeah, that's annoying, but we have F5 as well. I think this is playable. So he closes, takes. Okay, now my knight should have a good square, but what's that square? What about this move? Hmm. Hmm. How do we make progress now? E5 makes sense, honestly, but like I had to find a good combination with my knight. What about d5? Ah, d5. I like d5. d5. It weakens this pawn a lot, though. Ah, this pawn is super weak if I do that. d5, rook c1. Nah, I don't like that. Knight here. I can't find a move. What about e5? Let's play e5. I really don't know. What? Okay, so he's defending, I guess. I like this now because I have this and this. That knight over there would be fantastic. Okay, so we had this and then knight here. And that's really good. That's a great knight. Now, taking on b2? Nah, only a maniac. Only a maniac would do that.
Jiang.
But I am a maniac. Yeah, we're gonna place the knight over here and then rook h5, maybe targeting this pawn. I like that. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we also have Giant. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, you can't give me moves, chat. Just so you know, that's not allowed. It's a rated game, so that would get me in trouble. Okay, so please, no move suggestions. Okay. Ooh. What is this move? What is this move? What is he doing? If I go here now? Did he just blunder that in a very terrible fashion? Because now we have a bunch of pieces attacking h3. Yeah, you better go back, right? I was about to say it. It's a bad move. All right, let's go h5 now, putting pressure here. Not easy to defend this pawn. Not easy whatsoever. Okay. Do we have a tactics here? I could go simply here now. It has h4. Do I want to allow h4? What if I play this? Or maybe here, infiltrating here, and also knight here. Oh yeah, he's getting overwhelmed. He can't stop every single threat. Knight here as well as queen takes b2. This is still hanging. Alright, we can take this one now. And the question is, do we have tactics, 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 tactics? Tactics, tactics. Doesn't seem to be anything. He wants to take here, right? Let's go back then. Right, we cause damage. We cause damage, so should be happy with that. And now maybe queen d8, right? Ah, but he has this. But it's a V up on exchange. Okay. He wants to take. I still have a check here. I want to play this, but it doesn't work, I think. Yeah, that's generating counterplay in a very good way. So I'm gonna simply defend. Yeah, this is the biggest weakness that I have. If knight f3 or something, we can play the check again. It's a tough position. I'm winning though. I have more pawns. I just have more pawns. But it's easy to blunder, I would say. Ugh. Okay. I gotta play faster moves, so I play this one as quickly as possible. Maybe he has to go here. It blunders this pawn, but I have knight f2 winning the exchange. Yeah, now the clock is very important. The clock is a very important thing. So we shouldn't neglect the clock. Good move. Bro is being so annoying. Let's centralize the queen, I guess. Also preparing b5. Attacking this pawn as well. It's a great move, this one. So how are you gonna defend this one now? Now we have this. Rook f1, it's gonna happen though. But I can take if you do that. We're knocking on the door. Oh. Interesting. I could take. It doesn't work. What a great move, honestly. Okay, come on, find something. I'm gonna keep pushing P. Ah, I blundered this! Oh, he didn't see it though. Check. Let's go back. We have to defend this. We can't let him think. Ugh. Okay, so he's trying to come up with an attack. It's really annoying, honestly. Okay, I have some ideas. I'm gonna play this. I have some crazy tactics here. If it takes this one. Ah! Fuck! I missed that move. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Fucking idiot. Oh, you can just take the rook, bro. Come on. That was so stupid. I can't even take this. Let me go here. Okay, knight takes. Go here. Yeah, it's rook takes. Oh my days. A check. Oh my god, this is bad. Can't really do much. Just gonna go here. I can't do anything. Jesus. Oh, what? Am I getting mated? Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, I lost. I fucking lost, bro. Oh my god. And I was winning during the entire game, I think. Just blundered in the end. I couldn't keep it together. Oh, I'm frustrated, bro. I completely forgot that the knight was hitting my rook. I completely forgot about that. I didn't see it. Ugh. Chess fucking sucks. And he defended super well, too. I gotta give him some credit. Fuck. Bro doesn't review losses. Yeah, I'm tilted. I'm super mad. I'm super mad. I review the losses only when I don't know what went wrong. But I know exactly what happened there and why did I lose. I know exactly what happened. But when I get outplayed in DL and I don't know why, I review them. But don't play dumb. Everyone does that. People prefer to review their games where they win. And when I'm editing videos, I review everything. Because I need to see whether it's good content or not. And I take advantage of that time to also check the chats and review what happened. But yeah, it's very sad to be winning during the entire game and lose like that. It's, you know this. Like, if you play chess, you should know how terrible it is. Anyway, we'll get him next time. Oh my days. come on, bro. What are you doing? Hmm. Interesting move. He's preventing long cattle, but yeah, we're down a pawn too, but I don't think it's that bad for white. I might be wrong. I want to play 94 now. 94 pawn takes. Sorry, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then rook d1, something like that. Okay, so he's trying to activate the bishop this way. He's very resourceful. Okay. I lost another pawn. Oh no. I missed that one. I completely forgot about this pawn. Shit. Hmm. He's trying to see whether he should take it. I think he should.
Get a
It's
move
just
on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's
blunder.
go. Come on, get a
Let's do
move
it.
on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
It's just a blunder, honestly. Why is he taking so long? I don't get it. Okay, so he goes there. Yeah, let's just play this. He has a fantastic position for black. This one has not a single problem. Is he looking at this? I don't think it works. Oh, he wants to play this. Damn, bro. I don't like this. I don't like this. Can I go here? Is that a problem? I don't think it is. I think he blundered here. Ah, he takes the rook. You absolute idiot. Oh my god.
Toe comment.
Hopeless now. And if I go here as bishop here, oh my fucking god. What an idiot. Alright, I resign. Oh, that was terrible. That was so bad. She takes the rook, bro. Come on. Another Maroxy vine. Ugh. Thank you for the follow, Taco Hamid. Appreciate it. Ah, bishop e2. Come on. Wake up. Hmm. B5. Don't I have this? Hmm. I guess I don't. Let's go back then. I don't like this idea of taking this bishop. Hmm. Bishop e6. Hmm. Just wait a little bit. I want him to take. I want him. He should take, not me. I would say like. We're gonna try to weaken this pawn now. Rook e1. Hmm. Hmm. What? What is this move? It looks so bad. What is the idea? I don't get it. I don't get this one either. I played this. Yikes. He's just blundering everything. I blundered myself. I think this is still good for me. That's a bit dangerous. Okay, how do you stop this? Like, if I go here, I f6, I guess. Or f5. Yeah, any of those moves is okay. Let's go here. Ah, but I have this and this, don't I? Well, this is also winning probably. Hmm. If he has a move, I don't see it. I don't see how you can win this. Yeah, I think I got him. I mean, oh, he has that. Yeah, well. Oh, but don't I have... Oh my days. Oh, holy shit. Oh. Oh my god. Oh no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, I had enough. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh my days. That was insane, right? How is that not a brilliant? I guess it's because it's equal material or something. Or we're already winning. I don't know. Let's have a look. But that should have been a brilliant, I guess. Yeah, I agree. Bro, simply sack the queen like a minion. Yeah, I think that black is completely cooked in that position. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Yeah, bro played so poorly. It wasn't a great game for him at all. Cerra el estadio, Luis. Vámonos, vámonos. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that one. We have it under control. The accelerated dragon, like the Moroxy bind is the way. You play the Moroxy bind against the accelerated dragon, and they malfunction. They malfunction because since you took away this DeFi idea, they don't know what to do. They really don't. Like for example, this guy here. As soon as he realized that DeFi is not available, bro was like, "Wait a second, bro. What just happened here? Why is there a pawn on c4? What the fuck?" And then bro play d6. Like super sad. Super sad. So we did great, I think. Oh, a bit rush. Queen d2 better? Okay. Ah, bishop here is better as well. Yeah, bishop b6. A few mistakes. I should have taken the bishop. Oh, he has knight takes. Oh, wow. How's that? How's that working? What? What the? This move? What if I take? Oh, my rook. Oh, of course. And... Ah! Oh, that's so clever. Okay, wait. I just realized what it's doing. So if you play this, pawn takes, rook takes, and I lose. So as soon as he goes here, we had to save the rook. Is the best move. Damn. That's such a good tactic. Of course he didn't find it. I mean, that's a GM level move. And yeah, here, I thought that I could take the rook, but I can't because it's pinned. It's a weird position. But taking the dark square bishop is always great. It's always a good thing. So, I'm winning right now. This is really good. And then bishop h6. I knew that he will come with the rook like this, but I wasn't concerned about it because I always saw bishop h6. And here, you don't really have a good move. And rook takes should be brilliant. I agree. This move should be brilliant. But if you take on e1 like that, come on, bro. Give me something. I sack my queen. Come on. How can you be so... I mean, bro is just hating. Like, Stockfish is just hating on us. But that's how it is. I get it. It's fine. I'm not gonna get mad. Now, he could move it back next to the king. What? The queen? But he loses the rook and he's getting mated anyway. No, if he moves it back here, we take the rook. No, this move is completely crushing. And it should be brilliant. I guess he has queen c5, but it doesn't fix anything. We just go here and we're threatening the very same thing. So he can do this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. And he's down a bunch of material, but he's still in the game. We play this move though. And he's sort of cooked. Well, c7. And everything's winning, but I think a7 is good enough. a7 is good enough to win. So yeah. Pretty sure only move is to trade queens yet. In what position? When? He doesn't have a queen trade. Like, when he offers the queen trade, it's too late. So, bishop a6. And when he offers the... This is a blunder. I mean, it's just that you have nothing. The dark squares are too weak. You're gonna get cooked no matter what. No matter what. So, yeah, you don't have a good move here with black. Okay, chat. It was fun. Again, we're struggling with rapid. I can't deny it. I can't win games in rapid like I used to. I win one, I lose one. I win one, I lose one. And I think this time I lost more games than I won. Yeah, 2 L's right here. But then again, we played good. So it was 4 games in total. We won half. And the Blitz game, it was fantastic. Even though it's only 71% accuracy. We take those. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little break. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely night, a good evening. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow's gonna be something different. But you'll see. You'll see how different it will be. Okay. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much as well. Have a lovely evening, a good night. Nice to meet you all. Take it easy. Bye-bye. See you. Thank you.